my first vlog, actually ever, like in my life. I've never ever done a vlog before.
You know, that's all right, that's okay, because sometimes in life you're gonna start slow. That's okay. We told ourselves, hey, we're gonna start slow, we're gonna keep going fast.
I really wanted to, like, we're not gonna go into my daily life, obviously, but I wanted a little bit more of a comfortable space where we could just kind of talk and be casual instead of like in the studio, like it's more professionally with all the lighting and stuff. Yeah, we can make it more comfortable, right? Yeah, we'll make it more comfortable here. You can tell how old a tree is by its rings. You have how many rings, right? So, how old am I? Oh my gosh, when I'm lying down, it all comes out. I wanted to use this space to share stories, comfortable stories, funny stories, things that like life lessons from. And the first one I want to start off with, I mean, this is perfect. I'm in Asia. So the Chinese zodiac for next year is the oxen, right? So we're ending the year of the rat. In honor of the year of the rat, to end it well, I'm gonna give you a cool story that has to do with the year of the rat, okay? So, you know, I'm gonna sit up for this one because this is a crazy story, guys. This happened to me in Malaysia 3 to 4 months ago, and what happened was I was meeting a YouTube studio, and they're like a company that helps YouTube channels, and we were having these discussions and how to help my channel and everything else. And after this meeting, we're kind of hungry, so a friend of mine from Malaysia says, hey, there's a good restaurant around here, and that area is called Ampang. So there's a good restaurant around here, go check this restaurant out. We went to the restaurant, fully booked. What? Couldn't get in. So we're like, hey, don't worry, there's more restaurants. So we went to the next restaurant, and at the next restaurant, fully booked. And we're like, dang, what do we do? So we started kind of walking a little bit further, and then we found this really nice rustic restaurant. It was called The Leaf. Was it The Leaf or the Banana Leaf? I'm not sure which one it was. But it's kind of a cool setup. It's on the ground floor. So we move into the back end, and there's like, you know, it's early dinner, so not a lot of people are there. And I sit down, my buddy sits across from me, and then we start looking at our menus, okay? So looking at our menus, things are going well, and then like out of nowhere, something falls from the ceiling and hits my head, and then falls on the table and like lands in front of my friend.
Nani?
Right? So it's like boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, what? And you know, for me, I'm just kind of like, what the heck? Like, I was kind of angry too, like, what kind of restaurant is this? Something from the ceiling falls on my head? And then I look at it and I was like, huh? My friend, he's looking at his menu, he hears, and he thought that I was like throwing my keys. And he looks at it and he just freaks out. It was a rat.
Why are you running?
There was a rat, fell from the ceiling, hit my head, fell onto the table, and it was like dying on the table. So, you know that it's like, it's so shocking. No one screamed. Him and I were just like, huh, and we're just shocked. Like, I'm even more shocked because that thing hit my head first, right? And if anything, it probably hit my head and died on it, right? So I'm like, oh, right? And my friend's like, oh. The table next to us, they're like, oh, and then the table behind is like, oh, right? And 3 tables are all staring at this rat on a table. And we're like, it was so shocking. All 3 tables are just staring. And in the silence, the guy in the table next to us, he turns to me and says, hey, did you order that? And then everyone busts into laughter. Just the 3 tables were laughing. We're taking pictures of it and took video of it, and we're just laughing about it. And we just laughed. We were laughing so much, having a good time, that we just moved to another table. Those tables just stayed there. They stayed and ate. We went to another table, ordered food, stayed there and ate. The worker comes in to clean the rat, right? So he brings in a box, he has gloves, and he's freaked out. Like, he's like, oh, and he's freaking out. And it's so weird, right? Because here we are, it hit my head, and we're all calm and laughing. And this person's freaking out, trying to put the rat away, right? Just want to let you guys know, that restaurant, I think it's The Leaf. I gotta let you guys know, is that manager, there's no one who came after. Like, no one came to say sorry. And I'm gonna tell you guys this. I don't know if this is common in Malaysia or not, but in America or Canada, if that happened, I would be getting free meals for like a month.
Oh my God! Wow!
And on top of that, all the people around us would all be getting free meals too. Like there's no way that would have just stayed the way it did. There's no way. But after that incident, no one talked, like no manager, no one came to us, no one said sorry, and then it just went on. It was like it never happened. It's kind of like one of those, did anyone just see that happen? But it was quite, the company said, no, the restaurant said nothing to us. So I'm just like, all right. Just want to let you guys know, if the Leaf or whatever you're called, if you see this video, my YouTube team has like 10 people, so we're ready to go for a free meal. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm being stupid. That happened to me 4 months ago. And it's really crazy because, you know, like I said before, is through these life experiences we have, it can just remain as a funny story. Like, you know, I'll just tell you, and you'll be shocked, like, oh my gosh, what'd you do, right? Or some people will be like, oh my gosh, how come they didn't do anything? They didn't give you free food. It was like none of those things, right? If we leave the story just as that, what happens? Then it remains as just a story, a funny story, a shocking story. But the thing we have to realize is these life experiences that we go through these stories, we're able to realize a little bit better about life. Right, we are. It's a life lesson. Like what does it mean to me? Well, tell me what the most interesting thing about that story is the rat hit my head and all 3 tables are freaked out. But then why were we so comfortable and we stayed and we still ate and we enjoyed the time? Why? Someone broke the ice with laughter. It was really funny, right? And it was just something, it was perfect for that moment that it kind of eased our hearts and it made the situation not feel as bad as it really was, right? And I'm gonna tell you guys this exact same thing too. This is kind of one of the reasons why comedy is such a big thing. Comedy, if you look at the topics of comedy, they do talk about racism. They do talk about like feminism and sexism and discrimination. They talk about all those things, but they just do it in a way that makes it so funny that we all laugh together and it's much easier to overcome, right? And what I'm telling you, and this is all research too, when couples or friendships or in any relationships, if people laugh together a lot, they are much more capable to overcome difficult times, right? One of the things that laughter does to your brain, it makes you think that the situation is not as bad as it really is, which is a cool thing, right, guys? And this is why we need humor and laughter in our lives a lot. And you know, for me too, is like in the year of the rat, I got hit in the head with a rat, so I'm kind of scared what the year of the oxen is gonna be like. I'm gonna get run over by a bull. Right? Or is a bull gonna fall from the sky and hit me in the head, right? So I really hope that you guys enjoy these types of stories. I have tons of these stories, guys, and I'm gonna share these with you on Tuesdays, on the days that we don't have the live talks, right? So thank you guys for joining. If you like this type of content, if you like these types of stories, go ahead, click the like, put a comment there. If you got a similar story, if you're the Leaf restaurant and you want to comment below, right? But if you have any stories or any comments, go ahead and like and comment. And if you want to share this, if you think it's funny enough, go share it with your other Malaysian friends, because yeah, this is real. I got more stories too, guys. And those of you who are new, thanks for joining. Go ahead, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I would love to see you guys in the next videos. All right, guys, have a wonderful day or week, and we'll see you guys again next time. Bye-bye.